Fucking.
I should have been recording that. That was good. That was some good stuff right there.
Turn me up in headphones.
that was my bad.
we're gonna get a lot of that today. These whatever happens on these afternoon podcasts, things always get a little weird. Things get a little weird.
It is bad.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Let's start from the top here. This is the 5 on 5 podcast presented by directmusicservice.com and Nuke's Hot Sauce. I'm one of your co-hosts, Phenom, coming to you live from Portland, Oregon. To my right down the street from me, Jupiter Williams. To my bottom right, down in the belly of the beast, the desert, Mr. EDC himself, Nick Quartz Lopez. And our special guest today, coming live all the way from New York. Right? You're in New York right now, right?
Yes,
I want to make sure. Okay, cool. Coming to you live from Brooklyn. You gotta put a little
Brooklyn.
Yeah, you gotta put a little
Hello!
Live from the United States, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
It's your girl.
It's
Turn me up in the
DJ K
headphones.
Styles. DJ K Styles.
Boom, boom, boom,
Good.
boom, 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 boom.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that intro. There we go.
Yeah.
We are so happy to have you on here. I shot you a holler and you're like, I am fucking busy. So I know you're
like,
coming
fuck
into
y'all.
Busy. Yeah.
I'm busy and then I'm tired. Like,
Yeah.
you got like the loopy version of me today.
I just
that
woke
seems
up,
better.
so I'm right there with you. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm great. I mean, yeah, like you said, I'm super busy, but busy is great. Busy is money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Busy is out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That part.
Yeah. So I'm just super happy to be back at work after everything, but I think I overdid it on the happy to be back to work tip. So
There is
I
that.
said yes
There
to
is that.
everything.
Yeah.
So basically no sleep till January, but
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I think we're all kind of victims of that as far as DJs go, where we will say yes and fill the calendar up, and then you look at the calendar and you're like, who did this? Who put all
That's
these
exactly
dates
it.
on? Yeah.
I'm like, who did this to me?
Yeah.
Why do you hate me?
Yeah. And then you're like, no, I'm practicing self-care and all this. You look at the schedule and there's like such small writing. Like, I have 5 gigs today. And it's like,
like Tuesday between 4 and 5 is self-care. Hurry up and self-care and relax.
Self-care and get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
I think I saw Crespo post something and he was like, yo, this on the road thing has been a lot of fun, but I'm gonna chill out for a second.
Yeah. I mean, we all kind of got thrown back into the fire.
Yeah.
I know I've talked to Travis and Nick separately about that, but I want to talk to you as far as New York. It seems like it was overnight. It just ramped right back up and it was just like, hey, fill up the schedule, get your ass out there and play music. Is that how it was?
Basically what happened. Like there was a small like interlude where I loved it because I'm an old lady, but like where shit was only open till like midnight.
Oh
yeah.
So I mean it was totally different and like everybody had to be seated and like fun was like at a minimum, but like I was out by midnight and I was like, whoa.
It's amazing.
It's all right. This is okay.
It was good time. We were spoiled.
It was 10 p.m. by us. And I was like, hey, that's a bit late. Could we kind of push that to like 9 maybe? That's a little late.
That's how I started to feel. And then overnight, it was like back to 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready after like almost 2 years of, not.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden be like, wait, I have to start at 11?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And like you said before we turn the cameras on, New York has no off switch. It's just you go until people don't want to go. It's like Vegas, and then you close it up and then go get your bagel and start your day. That's kind of how it's a circus. Well, we wanna get into it here. What we do every week, we compare 2 artists head to head, their top 5 songs as viewed most popular on Spotify. You said you were a little nervous.
I'm super shook. I'm like, what if I don't know them? Like, oh my God.
Maybe you, because I got to pick today.
I like I listened to a bunch of like the other podcasts, and a couple I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I have songs by them. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Like overthinking everything.
I love it.
Downloading hours of music and listening to it.
You guys, I can't go to work today. Just greatest from each era.
I have to listen to the entire Earth, Wind, and Fire discography. Sorry.
Never know which one's going to be in the top 5. Well, today is my pick, and I have a feeling everybody's going to have to cheat and use their phones.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't mean for it to go this way. It just kind of did.
Okay.
I didn't sign up for research, guys.
I know. I know. This is a bad foot to get off on.
If there's math, I quit. I'm out.
Yeah.
That's it.
I will do all of it for you.
Okay. Cool. I'll stay.
Today, we've been doing this so long, so I'm kind of running out of like inspiration. So now I'm just like, what was I listening to last night in the car? And who can I compare them to?
This could go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I went with Jackson 5 versus the Sylvers.
Oh,
okay.
A little 70s bubblegum.
Okay.
All right.
I might need to refresh my.
Your Sylvers, you're gonna feel like, wow, I really need to refresh my Sylvers.
Yeah.
But when you hear the songs, you're gonna be like, oh, I know all these.
Okay.
So it's not as intimidating as it sounds, but you may need your cell phone to like kind of brush up.
You said the group is called Jackson 5? Is it?
Jackson 5. You may have heard of them.
Oh, actually, I know a lot of these Sylver songs. Okay.
Yeah, they're not. It's not.
Okay.
Like they were popular. A little group. We all know them.
We all know them.
Yeah.
All right. So round 1. You guys ready?
Let's go.
We're gonna switch. No, forget it. We're gonna keep it going. Round 1. I Want You Back versus Boogie Fever. Okay, you are our guest, so you get to go first.
What do you want me to say? So
you get to just pick one song or the other. Like, which one do you get to keep, and which one is just gone from existence?
I Want You Back. I mean, timeless classic. Still knocks. Like,
yeah.
I think I literally played it on Wednesday. So
relevant and recent. Good.
Yeah.
Trav, where you at?
I mean, I still play I Want You Back in any set that I'm playing, whether it be a house set, a hip hop set, R&B set, disco set. What am I missing?
Want You Back gets played.
Country set. I'll play it in a country set. I will do it. I will do it.
Country version?
I will do it. I will do it. Don't test me.
I don't know. I didn't know you were playing the Boot Scoop Boogie set. I didn't.
Oh no, yeah. If called upon and the money's right,
hey, if they're paying, I'm playing.
Country set. Yes.
Okay. You know, I got friends in low places. Always goes over.
That's right.
I don't even really like know country like that, and that one, it hits.
It hits. It hits every single time.
Yeah, that's a hitter.
Yeah.
Colin, where you at?
I mean, I love Garth Brooks, but that's not the question. That's not the question.
That's neither here or there.
It's neither here nor there, but I love Garth Brooks.
Yeah. I just had to state that for the record, before we continue on. It's these afternoon podcasts. I'm telling you, like, we all just got a little bit of sleep, just enough to function here. Let's go Jackson 5. Both songs are great. Boogie Fever is awesome. You can play it in any disco set, back to back to back. I Want You Back will always work. It's like Pony, like genuine Pony.
Fun fact about this song, though. My mom saw them perform it live in Chicago on Soul Train.
What?
Yes. That's fucking nuts. Your mom was on Soul Train?
Yes.
Wow.
That's fucking
cool
sick.
Points.
The original Soul Train.
Yeah. With Don.
With Don when his mic was
when it was in Chicago.
Wow.
Now we have the Silver.
Don Cornelius's mic was like this. It was like
it was so skinny, and it had a little ball on top of it.
Yeah, it was like a yard long, held it down by his waist.
So him and Bob Barker had the teeny tiny.
Oh
mic.
yeah, the real small one.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those.
Yo, Nick, you need that for Paradise Fever.
Yeah, just a little. Thank you guys for coming out.
Keep that pinky up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Round 2. I'll be there. I'll be there versus stay away from me. Colin, you get to.
Jeez.
I need a refresher on that one.
You know what? I am we go Sylvers on this. Actually, I've kind of heard "I'll Be There" enough. Yeah, like I've kind of been through that enough, and I think I'm gonna lean towards the Sylvers.
Hey, was that Busta and Kendrick's song "A Miss"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And the hype was through the roof.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, "Oh, new Kendrick, and it was
and then not to mention it's a Jackson 5 sample, and the hype was through the roof.
You know what was a miss and shouldn't have been was the Q-Tip and Kanye and
Thank You.
I want to thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I still play it.
I
still play it too. Yeah, but that was a miss commercially though.
Yeah.
It's the sample, isn't it?
It is.
It comes in weird and people don't really know how to dance to it.
People weren't ready for a gospel sample in mainstream yet when it came with hip hop. I don't think they're ready for it yet.
Who's on that? Kanye, Q-Tip,
and Wayne.
Busta
and
Wayne.
Yeah. And it flopped.
Yeah. Video was dope too.
Video was dope. The video.
Yeah. The beat is just too minimal. Like it's too backpack to be
It is a very backpacky song though.
Yeah.
Like it only hits during the hook, and like the verse part of it is just so
should that just been a J. Cole
2-beat loop? It should have been an album song, but
it was. It was.
It was a single though. People were
true.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'll be there versus stay away from me. What say you?
Afternoon podcast. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's get weird.
Chime in, Trav. Where you at?
The Sylvers. The Sylvers on this one. Because of the intro.
Yeah,
the intro's fire.
NK.
I'm gonna go the Sylvers. Just because that Jackson 5 song never personally did it for me. Like it's not it for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the one.
It's not the one. And this the Sylver song is just a little more banging.
I feel it. The Sylvers, somebody once told me the Sylvers are the Crate Diggers Jackson 5.
That's a good way to put it, because
that's a really good way.
Even the picture of this song looks like Jackson 5 3 album.
Yeah. Like they're I don't want to say fresher, but they're a little bit they were a pop group, but they're kind of underground. Like now, they're kind of obscure. But
what would they be today? Like what would they be the equivalent of today?
Oh, man. There's no family bands
today. Boyz II Men and Jodeci, right?
Well, that's
be the equivalent
today.
Right?
That's like
today. Speaking
today,
of recent
Jodeci.
bands, Boyz II Men and Jodeci.
They're still relevant.
There's no family bands. There's no if by that rhetoric, the Jackson 5 is still relevant.
I mean, they don't even tour anymore.
You know what I'm saying? Neither does Jodeci.
Do you guys get any pushback with Jackson 5, with the whole Michael issue?
I think at first I did. At first I was like, oh, I don't know if I should play this.
Yeah, at first I wasn't sure either.
But I think given the circumstances, so R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, R. Kelly is for sure confirmed without shadow of a doubt. Michael Jackson's weird, but there's doubt. And
a lot of doubt.
And there's reason to believe that it might not be true.
Right.
You could have personal opinions on if he is or isn't weird.
And also he's no longer alive and
right.
profiting off it. So it's a different vibe.
Right.
It's not headline news right now and all the people are still in play.
Right.
I've always thought Mike was weird. But
Michael Jackson is weird.
What?
Weird, bro.
I mean, when I
say
say
the most normal of us.
When I say weird, I'm being I'm speaking specifically.
Listen, if you don't hang your child out off of a balcony,
Like that's.
Are you even famous?
Are you? If do you love your child?
Let's go. Okay.
Do you even have a child?
Nothing
Do you even have a child? MJ. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
Michael is fine. Leave him alone. Leave Michael alone.
Listen, I just I DJ'd a wedding, and the bride specifically told me no Michael Jackson. So she shows up to Fortune for her bachelorette party when I was DJing, and I played a Michael Jackson set.
Sure. Oh wait, at Fortune. That's yeah.
Did you really dislike her?
No, I love her to death, but I was like, yo, you like for me, I'm like, he wasn't found guilty. I love his music. I love his music. I love his music.
I feel you honestly. Like if somebody told me not to play Prince, because like Prince is recent and not recently, but like it's kind of trending, like his shitty things he did with Mighty or whatever is coming out, and I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna not play Prince though. Like I understand that was shitty, but like if somebody told me like don't play Prince, I would hit them on their birthday at a different venue for sure.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. We're taking it down Purple Street.
Hey, and all her bridesmaids were dancing too in front of her.
I get it. I get it.
A lot of people don't think it through that much, like when they're in the club or whatever. Like,
yeah,
they're like
flipping me off.
Like, this is awesome.
Yo, I love Erotic City, but yo, didn't he like groom his wife?
Everyone stop dancing.
Wait a minute.
Let's think. Everybody think.
Everybody stop and think.
So like, what do you do, right? Direct. What do you do, right? Because Elvis was with.
Elvis was a piece of shit groomer,
right?
Too.
So what do you do? What do you do as a DJ?
I take the Public Enemy route. Fuck Elvis.
And I mean, Chris Brown in that is problematic too. And like, don't play it happened to him. He's fine. Like nobody cares about that anymore.
The baby just paid off the whole LGBT community to perform again. So.
Oh, he paid them off.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know.
He paid them. He paid them.
Who do you pay?
He paid them.
Who do you pay?
We got to check here.
No, literally, there was there's a head of the organization that he was paying.
There's a head of all the gays.
It's probably like some like.
I gotta let my gay club know.
Oh my god, look into this.
I gotta look into it because it's probably like an organization like Black Lives Matter. Like I remember when I found out somebody's like they paid Black Lives Matter something into that rhetoric, and I was like, wait.
They paid.
I thought that was just like a phrase. I didn't know it was like an organization.
No, So he paid the organization to play again. That's why he played.
Basically, just made like a huge donation and an apology.
Now Rolling Loud is doing his next tour.
So he's uncanceled, huh?
Yes.
It's weird. Round
it's
three.
It's really weird, right? It's really weird.
I don't know. That's weird.
Wait. Real quick. Is Prince and Michael Jackson both uncancelable?
No one's.
I mean, Kanye after last night's episode.
Hold on,
Drink
we
Champs,
will get there. We will get there.
Yeah.
We haven't even got through the top 5 yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That is a huge can of worms.
Yeah.
No, Michael Jackson and Prince are not uncancelable. I think
because they're no longer alive.
They're no longer alive.
They're less problematic because they're
less
no
problematic.
longer alive.
Okay.
And honestly, there's in their situations specifically, as fucked up as it is to say, there's a little bit of like a gray area that's not like without a shadow of a doubt you did something wrong.
But like, I mean, strictly musically, are they uncancelable?
Musically,
I would say
musically, without like any world.
Like if we got confirmation that Michael Jackson was a perv and did some weird shit, like without a doubt, we got it, we see it, or whatever.
His music's not going anywhere.
Here's the thing, and I know Travis is going to disagree with me. Michael Jackson 5 has more party hits than Michael Jackson's like entire solo career. Because like Off the Wall, there's like 2 tracks that we play out, but like nobody's playing anything from Bad. Nobody's playing.
No, that's not true.
No, Thriller, PYT Thriller.
No,
that's not true.
No, the Way You Make Me Feel is a banger.
It's a banger, but like I've never heard The Way You Make Me Feel in a club.
I haven't either.
Oh, okay. Next
You
time
guys
I
need
play,
to come to my party.
got y'all.
I gotta come to New
Yeah.
York.
This is gonna be so dumb now. Travis is gonna play it at the
Now
top of
Travis
every
is gonna
hour.
play it.
At
Yeah.
every hour.
Horns and sirens.
Yeah.
We play it all the time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I haven't heard Black and White anywhere.
Nobody's playing Black
No
and
one's
White.
playing-
I
Black
played
and
it at
White
my
anymore.
90s party.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I play it for
playing
Motel
even.
Monday.
And here's the thing, like, and somebody once, I think it was Afion Crockett made a joke saying that like Dangerous is like nobody listens to it. They only watch the video.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
like, and like
Dangerous,
now
the album.
the album, like he was making the statement about Jam, but now I think about it, like every song, maybe you remember the time, but like
In the Closet.
people listen to these songs on
Jam,
their own. They're never played out. So
Dangerous.
like I feel like if we
Yeah.
didn't play Michael Jackson's music out, nobody would miss anything. Other than
Okay, so
like
you can't. Okay,
I
so
think
this is
you're right.
talking to everybody else except for me, right?
Yes, because that's
Okay,
why I was
okay,
like, you're
okay.
a different
Check.
thing. I know it's different with you because it's like me and Prince. Like nobody's really playing Prince out. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna play. I'll drop a
Yeah,
bunch of Prince shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like it
that's 'cause
definitely enhances any set, but if you didn't play it, especially
Nobody
for,
would-
like, more
it's not-
current crowds, nobody would have a shit fit.
right,
Right.
like
right.
it's not the end of the world. So
I think people don't like Prince as much as we like Prince. And I am convinced because like I'm playing like mountains and stuff like that and expecting it just to go off through the roof. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's heard this fucking
it's just
song in
me.
their
It's
life.
just
The only
me.
one like
Yeah,
because I
Me out
play.
here, like-
Yeah, I play 17 steps all the time.
Like just
Yeah.
going off.
I'm
Use
the
your-
only one dancing.
even the super obvious ones, like Erotic City is one of my favorites. And like, I don't know, it's a jam, but I guess I think it's a jam, but
Yeah.
Oh, it is a jam.
everyone else is kind of like, okay, no.
Like, that was cool. That was cool. We remember it. That's-
Cool, thanks.
That right there is how I feel about Controversy, where I feel
Oh,
like I'm
God.
playing the biggest song that's ever been recorded, and people are like, "Yo, what's the next song?" And you're like,
It's so
very
hurtful.
cool, very cool.
It's the worst
very cool.
feeling. It's the
Yeah.
worst feeling.
Yeah, what I see that it looks like versus what it actually looks like is like basically me beatboxing up there is what it looks like to other people, and I'm like, all right, that's fair. All right, yeah,
Doesn't hit as hard for you guys? All right.
yeah.
Bad Bunny. Here we go.
Round three. Round three. I'm gonna get my feelings and I'm gonna leave. So round 3, let's go.
All right. Oh my God. ABC versus Cry of a Dreamer.
Wait, I have to listen to that one real quick.
Yeah.
I had to look up Cry of a Dreamer because like
Cry of
off
a
top I can.
I'm gonna mute.
That's fine. Let me tell you guys a little something while everybody's catching up. I got nothing off the hip. I was really hoping that I'd come with like a fun fact. Fun fact about this song. Nobody
Make
knows
something
it.
up. It is actually a song.
It is a song.
It was recorded
It was recorded.
by
I think
people
the
with
uncle-
hair.
By people with a lot of hair. I think the Fosters are produced by their uncle. I can't remember his first name, but like the Fosters is like a huge family ordeal. And then he went on to produce like other group, like, and once I find out his name, you'll find out that he produced so many other groups into the 70s and 80s. Heavily hip hop sampled. This one, I'm not really sure if I can think of any samples off rip.
Cry of
Yeah.
a Dreamer.
I don't think I've ever heard that song.
I've
I'm
never
gonna
heard
be
Cry of a
honest.
Dreamer.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever heard that song either. I mean, it's
Yeah.
dope, but it doesn't sound familiar. I
Do
wish
we like it
did.
more than ABC?
No.
No.
No,
No.
no.
And then
No.
the samples from ABC too, because what that was Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Array.
Talk about
OPP. OPP.
OPP.
What's Hip Hop
Yeah.
Array? What was that sample?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I hear the sample.
I just
That's can't take me. No, I don't know. I don't want to. Don't. YouTube will rip me apart if I get.
all
Yeah.
this.
right, I'll number
Yeah.
crunch. I'll number crunch. Don't worry.
Someone on YouTube, I saw the comment. They said these kids weren't even old enough to talk about Diana Ross and
Donna Summer.
And Donna Summer. I saw that comment the other day, and I was like, "No, we weren't, Barb. No, we weren't."
we get we get the YouTube.
I thought that was
great
fucking assumed here based
the
upon
only
our
comments
youthful
we get.
looks.
I swear, half of them, like I used to feel like they just didn't even watch the videos; they just read the title.
Yeah.
And then would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Such and such is better than such and such. Why would you even compare them?
Right.
But then some people like were full blown like, at this time he said this and that was wrong. And at this time he said this and this. It's just
I love
like
that.
They took notes. Like
maybe taking the one guy in particular takes notes just to really fact check.
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name? Who cares?
Whoever that is, yo, shout out to you. And
shout out to you for watching every episode,
subscribe. And I'm sure you already hitting that bell to be notified.
I really appreciate that guy
you're
for
always
real.
in our comments. So
yo,
somebody's listening.
Yeah.
I'm about to flip y'all on its head. It was secretly K Styles the whole time doing the research.
Fair.
She's like, what?
I was like, hold on, pause. Yo,
actually,
that song was not on this soundtrack.
She's like, I just think it's funny that.
First of all, okay, I will say though, okay, I'll admit it. When I was listening to the one where you were talking about the Britney dubstep break, it was like a few episodes back. Yeah. I was definitely shouting. I was like, it's Hold It Against Me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We had to do the number crunch live.
Yeah.
I think we eventually got there though, right?
We did eventually get it.
Okay, cool. Because that would drive me nuts. I hate when I'm listening to somebody and they're like, I don't know what that is, and then I know the answer.
I'm like, I'm a huge Britney fan too, so it kind of hurt. I was like,
oh damn.
I'm like, what is the number? Who do I call?
But do you play that out? Do you play that song out? No way.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Well, I do a lot of like 90s, 2000s parties. So in that way, like it works. I actually love that break too.
I remember that.
Yeah, that break is fire. I went back.
I worked at Trist and I remember it being dropped a few times. And I think even like Spider played. I don't want to put Spider out there. But he used to play that. I don't know if he did, but like I feel like he did because it was just the poppin' song at the time. It was a moment.
Yeah,
it was a moment.
Definitely a moment.
Okay,
round 4. All right. Anyway,
round 4. We're almost.
See,
done.
Welcome to our welcome
to the
noon
show.
podcast. It's
welcome to
off the rails.
Welcome to hell.
It's off the rails.
You're gonna die, baby.
Who's
loving you? Who's loving you versus only one can win? This is my favorite round.
Oh, I'm going with Who's Loving You.
Okay. I
like to end the night with that song.
I can see that. I can see you dropping that at the end of the night. You guys are gonna hear the Sylvers song and be like, oh shit. If you're like a hip hop head, it's a Dilla sample.
Oh, that's good.
That's a heater. Like that's, in my opinion, like top 3.
This song should have been higher. If that song wasn't going against Who's Loving You, then
yeah. All right, who's ready?
Right?
Who's ready?
I heard those pianos.
Yeah. I was like,
that song's sick, bro. The Sylvers are sick. I'm telling you, Jackson 5 for diggers. Who's up?
No, they are though. You're right though.
Sylvers. I'm cool with that. I feel fine with that. Sylvers.
I don't want to campaign.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm gonna go Jackson 5.
Cool.
Yeah.
Safe pick either way around. And then last round, I think this is a Mickey, but Santa Claus is Coming to Town versus Hotline.
Come on, Hotline, just because I don't want to hear no Christmas songs on here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
And that's it. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is a goddamn classic. These kids don't know shit about music. Who gave y'all the authority? That's what somebody else said. Who gave y'all these guys the authority to even speak on this?
Oh, wow.
As if music isn't like it's an art form that I can speak freely. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Not
guy.
you.
Yeah.
Fuck this directly you commenter. Fuck you. Hey. Who are you to talk about anything?
Yeah.
Who gave you authority to question my authority?
Yeah, who gave you authority to talk openly about me?
Yeah. Joke's on you. You watched the whole show, idiot.
Sponsored by Nuke's Hot Sauce. Use promo code 5on5.
Yeah.
You get 20% off your hot sauce, you fucking bitch.
You bitch. You idiot, enjoying your hot sauce and your music from directmusicservice.com with promo code 5on5, you idiot.
Where you get all
this
your
should
music,
be the ad.
Damn garlic.
You garlic? You fucking garlic, you.
Oh my God. Is that the new herb?
Oh my God, yeah,
that's it.
You fucking herb. Garlic herb.
Fucking garlic ass.
It sounds like a chip.
You rosemary ass motherfucker.
Oh man. This dude is gonna be in our comments.
I hope he realizes that this is all just a very big passive aggressive joke.
Thank you for listening.
But thank you for watching the YouTube. And
no, really, it means a lot to us. Thank you.
We really do.
Yeah, because shit can get lonely on YouTube, and we need all the comments we can get.
Hey, take it to the lightning round, man.
We're going to the lightning round.
Oh my God, there's a lightning round.
Garlic. Oh yeah.
What we're gonna do, this is for case styles only.
Wait, do you have a notebook? Are you taking notes?
This is
left
every single episode ever right here.
I had to get a
Is it like in small serial killer handwriting and like those composition books that are like filed on your wall?
It's stamped in wax after every episode. And, yeah.
Dear diary.
It's written in quill. It's a
quill.
Neek seems like the kind of dude to write with a quill. I would say that. Neek, I could see you writing with a quill.
I've been known to use a fountain pen or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mont Blanc.
Yes.
Dip the use promo code 5on5 right now to pick up your new feather pen. Fuck, this episode's horrible already.
Yeah.
What we do, we compare. We give you two choices. You pick a this or a that, and you can keep only one of them. The other artists you have to get rid of out of your Serato. You can never play it again. You can never listen to them ever again. They never existed.
Oh, okay.
Starting with...
This got so serious. Like,
no big deal.
She's popping open her Serato. Just, oh shit.
I'm like, don't listen, Serato. Please don't fuck up on me tonight.
Starting with Disclosure or Jamie XX?
Jamie XX can go.
Okay. Nate Dogg or Ty Dolla Sign?
Nate Dogg stays.
Okay. Foxy Brown or Lil Kim?
That's tough. I guess I got to keep Lil Kim. Uh-huh. Yeah, keep Kim.
Lauryn Hill or Shaka Khan?
Ooh. I'll keep Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I'll keep Lauryn.
Okay.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence. I love it. Calvin Harris or Soulja Boy?
Oh man. Like I actually really want to keep Soulja Boy, but like Calvin Harris is,
important.
She's like, I want to keep Soulja Boy for the culture, but I gotta go with Calvin Harris.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 8,000 songs or like 4 songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Beastie Boys or Run DMC?
Beastie Boys.
Okay. Steely Dan or Gangstar?
Ooh, gotta keep Gangstar.
Okay. The Roots or NERD?
Fuck. Oh man, that's really hard. They have such big catalogs.
Yeah, that's.
And they're so different.
Yeah.
So it'd be like all the Neptunes and all NERD and all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the Neptunes.
The advice I like to give through the lightning round that I sometimes forget to give in the beginning is,
thanks.
You're welcome. You're only halfway through. So I like to go in as a listener, not as a DJ. Like just
that would have.
She's like, run it back.
That's just my like how I.
Because I was thinking like, oh my God, what if I can't play this, or what if I can't play that? Like, okay.
Yeah, but I honestly continue going the route you're going as a DJ. Like, you might as well stick it out, right?
I feel like that's a trick, but okay.
It changes the opinion, right? Like,
it does.
It does.
I'm gonna keep NERD.
Okay. Fuck, it doesn't get easier. David Bowie or Queen?
Guys, can we just keep Under Pressure and like call it a day?
Just one song and then delete everything.
And then everything else, because like they're both awesome. Oh my gosh. Personally, I'm a bigger Queen fan.
Okay. Drake or Dr. Dre?
I'll keep Dre.
Okay. Weezer or Blink 182?
Blink 182 stays.
Justin Timberlake or Usher?
Ooh. Damn, that's a tough one. I like them both so much. That's a head scratcher. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling nervous again.
Since you guys love country so much, do you guys remember Man of the Woods?
Oh my God.
Trav, you were at that tour, Usher. Right?
Yes, I was at that tour.
Trav was at that tour.
I did go. Of course I went.
Now I want to say Usher.
Usher? That was an easy decision. Yeah. It's like, just look at it as someone with ears and remember Man of the Woods.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get dragged for that one.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
No, I don't think so. I think we all agree that that's terrible.
Yeah.
God dang.
It's like
that was a moment that could be.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just wasn't with that creative route that he went.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I get it, but
that was some bad advice and like.
Yeah, who was
not
that?
Everything's gonna be a swing
that told him to do that.
It can't all be
like
a home
somebody
run.
lied to him.
Yeah, he's got that humble. He's like, yo, what do you think of this? And dude's like, it's tight. This is great. You should roll with it.
Yeah.
Make it a tour.
Make it a tour.
Make it a tour.
You know what you should call it? Man in the Woods. Man in the Woods. Man of the Woods. He's like, it doesn't get more direct than that. Just me and a Carhartt in the woods.
Yeah.
Of course it's gonna sell out in Portland, Oregon.
Oh,
they're gonna love it. It's in the woods.
And I was the first one there to get tickets too. Oh my God.
Was it good? Was it a fun concert?
I mean, it's Justin Timberlake, of course.
It's like,
of course. And yes, of course, I was there early. I was there early in line waiting. Yes.
Did you have a tent and a lawn chair with like a cup holder and like?
I did. I didn't want to carry all that, so I just stood.
Wait,
in the woods.
In the woods.
Yeah.
Man.
Can you just give me a little something about the show? I want to know what it was.
I mean,
like.
it was a
what did
he turned into like a
bear,
a jam band. But yeah, he turned into a bear
in the
woods. Turned
woods.
into a bear at the end.
He turned into a what?
I was like, Justin Timberlake. It's a bear.
He's just bear.
And then he just walked off. It was crazy. Yeah, he's just like all right. Justin Timberlake, man. Best concert I've been to. Best concert I've been to.
Way.
Best concert I've been to. No, not at all. Not at all. Come on, y'all.
No way. I refuse to believe that.
That is a dope ass show, though. I mean, aside from
he was a jam
Man in the Woods crap. Like
it was just a jam band show. So like they were just jamming out. Like all his songs kind of turned into like a kind of like a blues R&B. So like he was doing like his Instinct songs, but he would change them to kind of like more R&B style.
That's
it was nice.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Opening for Justin Timberlake, we have Fish.
Yeah.
Fill will sell out in Portland, Oregon.
Dead and Co.
Oh my God.
It will.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
It will.
Dave Matthews in between.
Dave
Oh
Matthews.
God, they love Dave Matthews out here.
It's like
Bring out
a
the
jam
fiddles.
band. It's a jam band like festival. You got Fish, Dead and Co, Dave, Twiddle, and fucking
Ben Harper,
Timberlake.
Jack Johnson,
Man,
Amos
just Man in the
Lee,
Woods.
And then Man of the Woods. Yeah, that's just the name of the
and then
band.
Man of the Woods.
Lightning
my
round. I'm
God.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, super quick.
Speaking of Bear in the Woods, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Uh,
Trav, we gotta shut up for this. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with NSYNC.
Yes.
Ja Rule or Nelly?
Oh, Ja Rule.
Okay. Phil Collins or George Michael?
George Michael.
Missy or Busta?
Fuck. Missy.
Tupac or Biggie?
Man. So you know where I live is like
Yeah.
the next street over is where Biggie grew up. Like
Oh.
literally on my
Oh.
block.
Oh.
Yeah.
With that being
No.
said,
Yeah.
I live in Brooklyn. I mean, I don't want the internet to tear me apart, so I'm gonna go Biggie.
There you go.
Yeah, you live there. You can't.
I know.
Yeah.
What? Whoa.
You got people listening.
yeah, you got eyes on you. Madonna or Britney?
Britney.
That was quick.
That was quick. That was real quick.
I have love for Britney. Like
Who is Britney Spears? Like,
Wait, would you put Britney over like Whitney, Mariah,
Christina,
Ariana?
over Ariana for sure.
Okay.
Whitney, yeah, it's so different. Personally, I'm gonna choose Britney.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, it's unhealthy.
Yeah, no, we
Okay,
the brand is strong.
Yes. Yes.
I have a little like for my wires.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, you did the Halloween costume too, right? You were Britney for Halloween. Yeah.
I was Baby One More Time, Britney.
Okay.
And actually 2 years ago, I wanted to do a group of friends, all different Britneys, but nobody was into it except for me. So I did all different Britneys over the weekend because there was like 4 days of Halloween.
Yeah.
So I did Baby One More Time, Britney. Oops, I Did It Again, Britney. And then 2007 Shaved Head, Britney.
Oh,
that's
it was good. I had the umbrella and everything.
That's
impressive.
There was commitment there.
Yes.
Our friend of the podcast, Oreo Jones, has that tattooed on his ankle.
Yeah.
What?
Britney Spears with a shaved head.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Tight.
Oh my God, I need a new tattoo. Maybe I'll get a Britney tattoo.
Get a Britney tattoo.
Yeah.
I would put Britney over Christina.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you'd put Britney on your body.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Wow.
If she asked.
Speaking of Prince or Michael Jackson?
Man. I don't like these questions anymore. I'm gonna Michael.
Okay. Why?
Oh,
that one we're gonna ask why.
That one, I think just mainly growing up, I heard more Michael Jackson than I heard Prince.
Mm-hmm.
So it just like is more nostalgic for me personally.
That's dope. No, I'm always curious about that one because we get kind of the same answer.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson for the nostalgia, and then people as they get older are diving into Prince more.
Yeah, I mean, yes, definitely. I discovered, like, I knew whatever Prince was like super popular as a wee little thing, but like, yeah, I definitely appreciated it more as a adult.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get like more of a, because I feel like the heads, like music heads, usually like end up liking Prince as they get like more mature in their taste in music.
Prince is, I feel like, more complex musically, and there's just like so much more going on, and it's just like deeper in a way. It's not just
Michael Jackson is just a
music.
good ass time.
Yeah, but it was like just super poppy sing along, like, you know, like I just remember the Bad album. Like,
I think the only song that resonated from me with Prince growing up was Raspberry Beret. And then you kind of go, because that's like his most poppy.
Yeah, that and the
like,
Little Red Corvette.
Little Red Corvette, yeah. And then like once you read the lyrics, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, I've never read the lyrics, and I always get lyrics wrong. So like,
just in there making up a song.
I don't even sing words sometimes. It just sounds like yeah. Sounds good to me. Not a word.
That works out for Michael Jackson though, because he's like,
yeah.
See, exactly.
Yeah, you're good. You're good on that.
His ad-libs are crazy.
The last question of the lightning round. As you have listened to previous episodes.
Brace yourself, please.
You probably know where we're going with this one.
There we go.
Outkast or Hall & Oates?
Ooh. Okay, side note. You know, there's a hotline for Call & Oates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
I love that so much. I have it saved in my phone. Like, in case of emergency.
Never know.
That's a good number to give like creeper dudes. Like, you just give them that number.
Except I think it's like an 800 number, isn't it?
Is it?
If they had like an area code.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That means somebody's been paying for that line for a long time.
That's money well spent. I support that.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet they're still making a pretty penny. Well, it's toll free, so
toll free.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how they would make money.
How do you make money with the 800 number?
I don't know.
That's great.
I know how you make money with a 900 number.
Yeah.
Not personally, but like.
yeah.
I mean, I don't personally make money off of a 900 number.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Dungeon Family.
Oh, after all that, I love it.
Like that.
I love it.
Try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Styles, I gotta ask you this. You're stranded on an island. You only have one album to bring and one album to bring only to listen to the whole time you're on this island until Tom Hanks comes and saves you.
Sweet. Is he gonna bring Wilson?
Wilson Ball and his
and his son.
Captain.
Yeah, and Island Boy Chet Hayes.
Chet Hayes. Yo, Chet Hayes is their manager, isn't he?
He's got to be. He's got to be.
Are those the guys? The guys?
Yeah.
With the thing?
Yeah.
The guy.
If I never saw that again, that would be too soon.
I saw
they're coming to rescue
them do a cameo for that, like, you know, those things where you pay someone to like shout you out or give you they wish. Yeah.
they're doing all the sponsored Instagram posts right now. So like people are buying those cameos.
Yeah.
And we do need to talk about that as well. Answer the question first.
Yes.
We'll get into
Answer the question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
You only have one album to bring to your secluded island that you're stranded on.
Can it be a Burns mixtape that I made?
Panel?
Neek?
Neek? Okay.
We always pass it to Neek when it's questions that we don't.
I'm looking for a loophole, but okay.
You can pick a compilation, but you can't make the compilation.
The loophole that we found was what
Crooked
soundtracks, right?
That.
Soundtracks work.
Soundtracks or a compilation.
Or a compilation, yeah.
But you can't make it. You can't burn a CD.
Damn it.
That's clever though. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Thank you.
For real.
Okay.
If it's one you made in 2004 and still have, maybe.
She definitely has one.
I do. I think I have a cassette too, actually.
Oh, even
Britney
better.
Spears B-sides.
Why are you looking through my stuff?
Get out of my room.
Mom, get out of my room. Fuck. I don't know. A whole album. Okay, there's a few for sure that just like pop to mind instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rancid and Out Come the Wolves is
Sick.
classic.
Sick.
That's like one of my favorites of all time.
Oh.
I want to say like the Misfits collection too, but like the songs are so short, the whole album's probably like 28 minutes. So like
done.
So that
yeah.
So that would be a bad pick.
Out Come the Wolves. Is that the first one? Is that before Ruby Soho?
That is Ruby Soho.
That is Ruby Soho. Okay.
Yeah, that whole album from start to finish is just perfect. Like there are no like you don't have to skip any song.
Right.
Also, I don't know, Jay-Z Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Nobody mentions Volume 2. That's interesting.
Nobody does mention Volume 2. Yeah.
I love that album.
Yeah.
I had an Uber driver one time and he was just like playing it start to finish. And it was like late at night after work, coming home, like across the Manhattan Bridge back into Brooklyn. I was like, wow, this is fucking perfect.
Volume 2 was
I was like, homie,
I Had a
nailed
Dream, right? I Had a Dream with Faith and Biggie on the intro.
No, I don't think so. That's the one with like Paper Chase and A Week Ago and
right.
They had no, that was
Can I Get It and
had Memphis Bleak on the intro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then Ride or Die was on there. Money Cash Hose.
Oh, you know what?
I was thinking Money Cash Hose.
I was thinking Blueprint too. My fault.
Money Ain't a Thing. Money Ain't a Thing.
Yeah,
is the big one. Yeah,
the absolute heater.
Yeah.
That was Can I Get A too, wasn't it? On that album?
Can I Get A? Yep.
Yeah.
It was on that and the Rush Hour soundtrack.
Yeah,
I was
Rush
just
Hour.
about to say it was on a soundtrack.
Oh, Reservoir Dogs. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, Reservoir Dogs. That shit.
Jigga what? Jigga who? Damn. You know what?
Yeah, it's
People gave Money
Cash
Hose
Hose is on that one too.
Yeah, Money Cash Hose is like one of my favorites. Even that intro, to the lights
down. Oh god, nigga, what nigga who was on there?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Start to finish.
Hey, that's a Timberland song, Neek.
That's when Timberland was still good.
Oh yeah, I can hear them like, oh, okay.
We just had a discussion.
We had a heated argument about that.
There was a certain point when I just stopped liking Timberland. But
he stopped liking Timberland long before I stopped.
Yeah.
So that's what we were debating.
So
about.
we had that was the debate. We had to figure out when we stopped liking Timberland. That's a funny conversation. Now I think about that. No, I'm original not liking Timberland.
I not liked him first.
I thought Timberland sucked in 2006.
That's exactly what we were saying.
I didn't feel that way.
I was playing what was it, Get Your Freak On the other night or something. And she's like, me and Timberland been hot since 20 years ago. And I was like, wait, what year did that song come out? Because that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, they were producing
like
songs
10
for
years
Jodeci.
ago. It's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
It was like 10 years ago at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but still,
when was that drop?
But like that
10 years ago isn't a hard bar. 20 years ago sounds better.
Yeah, but that song came out like 20 years ago?
That song came out 20 years.
So that's
Missy
like
and Timberland been hot since 40 years ago.
How old are these people exactly?
Imagine if she like updated the bar every time she performed it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
17
Me and
years
Timberland
ago.
been hot since 18 years ago.
to the minute.
To the minute.
18 years, 5 months, 36 days, and 4 seconds.
Ago.
Ago.
People are like, what a weird show.
They're like, damn, Missy, she with the watch.
We should have just went to Man in the Woods.
For real. Speaking of shows, K Styles.
Speaking of Man in the Woods.
Hey.
So being in New York, I'm sure you are privy to going to a lot of shows. What was your favorite concert?
Ooh, I haven't been to a show in so long. Honestly, I miss it so much. What was my favorite? There's so many to choose from. Well, I need to go to a show. My favorite. I saw Wu-Tang at Hammerstein Ballroom, I think, like maybe like 9 years ago, and that was fucking dope. That was really good because like the venue's like a dope setup for a show. You know, it's not like arena stuff, so like you're close enough where it actually feels really cool. That was a good one.
When Wu-Tang plays New York, do they like throw like a lot of rare stuff, a lot of like stuff that people wouldn't expect, or is it just the hits?
A little both, mostly hits. Mostly hits. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
I was super psyched about not last year, I guess 2-3 years ago. I don't even know. Time doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But I saw Rancid and the Misfits at the Garden.
Oh.
But I went because I knew it was gonna be like once in a lifetime to see the Misfits, which it turns out it's not, but okay. They're playing like everywhere now.
Yeah.
But like, two of my all-time like favorite bands. But like seeing a punk show at the Garden is
that's what I was gonna ask you.
It sucked. Like they didn't suck.
Yeah.
But like
it's not where it's supposed to be.
I wasn't like in the crowd. Like if I was in like on the floor level, that would have been something. But like sitting in a seat, like
that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Like I don't want to say terrible because I was happy to be there, but like the energy was so low.
Yeah, it's not the place to watch it at, huh?
No.
That's
what's the we have Misfits in the lightning round.
Misfits versus Cramps.
Well, obviously the Misfits.
Oh, sick. Yeah, Theme Club. That's sick.
In it.
That's sick.
I mean,
I didn't see the little fiend. That's sick.
Please put Britney right next to that, right behind the fiend.
I totally would. That's actually a great spot for her.
Yeah.
We actually glanced over it earlier, but we were talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z was on Instagram for a total of 1 day.
Yeah, right. Not even, I don't think.
Yeah, grand opening, grand closing. Yeah.
He was only there to promote this movie that came out.
It worked. Hey, it worked.
It did.
Got the job done. Great. Everybody was talking about it.
I'm a little disconnected, and I've been meaning to ask you guys what movie.
Instagram is this app where you like.
Nick's like writing it down, like, oh.
What?
Spell that out. Instagram
on my flip phone, just like, yeah, let me get notes.
2 2 2 3 3 4.
Hold on, slow down.
My candlelight writing shit down.
With my quill.
Back to you.
Yeah.
My quill.
No, but he was on Instagram for like 1 day and then he was gone. And then he's on Twitter today talking in a Twitter Spaces. But I feel like Jay-Z he's just forced to be on Instagram. People
Absolutely.
are just.
He has a guy for
wasn't
that.
him.
Like, yeah, he has a guy for that.
He has like Lenny S to do that.
Yeah.
Lenny S is doing that, or like.
I'm gonna say, do you think he's really on there? Is that
he
him?
doesn't want to be.
No.
He doesn't
I don't feel like that's his thing. Like if he was like a Soldier Boy, you know, like then maybe. But
like, it was Blue.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine? It's just his kid.
I bet it was, bro.
Yo.
Jay-Z doesn't know how to use Instagram.
Nah.
Jay-Z doesn't care about Instagram. Like it has no benefit to him whatsoever.
The dude just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's done.
Yeah.
He's
so
done.
Sick.
Yeah.
I want to be
just doing shit for fun now.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the backlash from that. How dare he get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He doesn't play rock and roll.
It's not rock and roll.
Yeah, this isn't.
And he gave a shout out to punk music and how punk is just like hip hop. Yeah.
They are parallel. Like, I mean, obviously the destination is different, but
right.
Yeah.
But the
startup is kind of like around the same time, and yeah, they're cousins. Punk and hip hop.
They're definitely cousins.
But what's the name of the movie, you guys? That's
The Harder They Fall.
The Harder
They Fall. Phenomenal.
And we know that because
phenomenal
of Instagram.
cast. Yeah.
Sick.
We know that because of Instagram, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wasn't that already
now?
a movie? Wasn't that? Is this like a remake? Isn't that the title?
No, this is an original movie. But
I feel like that's already a title of a movie, though.
That is the title of what is
What is?
Think of now. The song to go with the movie. Neek, help me out here. Harder They Come. Jimmy Cliff. Jimmy Cliff, Harder They Come. And I think that was the whole soundtrack for the movie.
Harder They Come to Harder They Fall.
Interesting.
Yeah. Jimmy Cliff, Harder They Come.
Yeah, Jimmy Cliff, Harder They Come.
Harder They Come.
Yeah. Fantastic song. It has Toots and the Maytals on there, Desmond Decker on there, Jimmy Cliff. Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of New York, though, you know, we have to talk
Present.
about Kim K and Pete Davidson.
Oh my God.
The mayor of New York, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson's New York.
Yo, like he's
Long Island doesn't
everybody
count, right?
now. Like
Long Island doesn't count.
Well, I mean, people even question if Staten Island counts. If it wasn't for Wu-Tang, we would totally just ignore them. But like my Staten Island friends, I love you, but I know
it's
they
basically tunnel people. Like they're basically
we call them bridge and tunnel, but like
Bridge
tunnel
and
people
tunnel.
work.
same.
Trolls that live under the bridge. Like,
Hey.
I've
What's
been to
going
New York for
on?
4 hours. Can you tell?
He totally ate at Sbarro when he was there, Mr. New York.
I basically know my way around.
I'm gonna get a New York slice.
you're a pro. I had Domino's. It was rad.
Yeah. Sure. Bing bong.
Yeah. Is this a
Davidson.
thing? Is Kim K and Pete Davidson a thing? Travis, we'll ask you first.
Do you have to ask me?
What do you think?
I
You know, I'm inching closer and closer to the elephant in the room, Mr. West.
Well, if I
yeah.
remember correctly, Pete Davidson just got done filming a movie.
Okay.
Might be a press run.
I mean, it's like a parallel to Courtney and Travis too, like that whole good girl, like tattooed line cook thing.
Right.
Did you guys see that Halloween costume a lot at your gigs? Anyone go as
I
Courtney
didn't
and
see
Travis?
any actually.
Actually, I didn't see that one.
Okay. Friday night, I was DJing, and this girl and her boyfriend, I'm assuming it's her boyfriend, he clearly got roped into dressing as Travis because he was not happy. He was going through the motions. He's dressed up. He had like fake tattoos drawn on and everything.
That's
And
so fun.
the man just looked defeated. He just looked like, I'm doing this out of love, but people are looking at me. And
Nothing like dressing up as a power couple for Halloween.
Right?
Nothing says cool like that.
It's either that or Island Boys. Take your pick.
Oh man.
Oh, rough.
Island boy.
That's rough stuff.
That's where we're at now, 2021. Aren't you glad to be back?
Oh my god.
The elephant in the room, of course, is Kanye West. Ye, as he's called now.
Oh, I only saw parts of that interview.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched
It's a
the whole
lot.
thing. I just saw like clips, but I feel like that was enough.
Okay, so what parts did you see that you want to talk about? Because there's a lot to unpack from that.
There is a lot to unpack, and honestly, he was saying so many words that like I don't feel like he came around to a point in a lot of them, and I just started tuning him out. Like I don't like people that just like talk in circles and don't say anything.
Yeah, that sounds like Kanye.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to listen to. Like I just tune out if it's just like, the machine and the simulation, and some people are unlocked, and I'm like, we're not iPhones. Like, and he's like, Steve Jobs is God. Like, what? Like, I was confused, and I was just like,
it's a hard listen.
I'm done. Like, okay, next.
Yes,
that's how it is.
Yeah, right there.
Kanye.
That's what's.
Yeah, so I saw that, and like the haircut thing.
Yeah, he used to be a barber allegedly.
I don't know how he like fucked up his head, and he's like, I call it the Britney, and I was like,
somebody said that there was a yay.
Yeah, he said he called it a yay.
He's
like, I called it the Britney, and now it's the yay.
Now it's the yay.
He's like,
and I was like, first of all,
this shit was all fucked up. Don't bring Britney into
fans.
this.
Yeah. The Britney fans.
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like he's like, oh, because it's like what do you say? Breaking the mold. It's not conforming, and so then people call you crazy.
Oh, contrarian.
Yeah, contrarian, and something about people are scared of mental health. I don't know. That was
something like that. Yeah,
like, which is kind of valid, but like in the whole context of what he was saying, any like actual points I feel like got lost.
There's definitely some things that he said that I was like, yeah, absolutely. But unraveling through all that yarn to get to the actual is like,
I need.
And he was drunk too, right?
He got drunk eventually.
He got drunk.
Like, and he smoked weed, and it was like a whole thing. And
I think Ye smokes though. I think he does smoke.
He said though, he's like, I need help. He's like, I'm not a weed smoker. I need somebody to light this.
Shit! I didn't see that because
I need someone to light this. Like, I mean, you know how to.
How
light
celebrity
things.
could you be?
He was wearing gloves, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah, why was he wearing those gloves? Those little like satin black gloves.
He had like mechanics gloves on. He's like just.
Oh, I thought they were like satiny. They look.
No, they are. I'm being. I don't know.
There's like a Michael glove.
Hey,
there's two of them.
Okay.
They were a pair.
Okay. A double Michael glove.
It was such a weird thing. I usually with Drink Champs, I find like the highlight reel. So because I can't sit through 2 hours of that, especially him. Like if it's somebody I'm interested in, no problem. Ye is like there's a lot of. They didn't even ask him any questions. He just talked for 2 hours.
That's why my Pharrell episode, the Pharrell episode with Nori was my favorite one.
I love the Pharrell episode. I love Pharrell. I'll get to that. I love the Pharrell episode with Drink Champs, and then the one with oh my God, what's Def Jam producer?
L.A. Reid?
No. The white guy.
Murder Beats?
No, like Def Jam. Two people.
Oh, Rick Rubin?
Rick Rubin. The Rick Rubin.
Oh yeah.
I was just naming off producers.
Sorry, just white guys.
They're like white guy with a beard.
Yeah, I should have said that, but like I was hoping Def Jam would do it.
Yeah.
But anyways, just him talking for 2 hours. My favorite part, because they do their lightning round, which is the keeper slide. I can't remember what they call it, but they do matchups, and then you have to take a shot. And he started going on this tangent about Kim's publicist and how he doesn't like her. And then they were like, cool. But we got to get back to the thing, this or that. And he's like this. And then like a whole 10 minutes later go by, and he's like, there's a second of just like, okay, question asked, question was answered, silence. Okay, back to the publicist and why I don't like that bitch. And then he just, and he starts going off about something he was talking about 10 minutes ago, like. And then there was another point where he was like, yeah, we're gonna talk some rap shit, but I just got to get this TMZ shit out the way, and then we're gonna talk some rap shit. And they never talk rap shit. They never talk music.
So it sounds like Kanye just needed a platform to talk.
He just wants to vent. And
man.
It did feel like it was the most candid that we've seen him in quite a while.
Well, I mean, the last time we saw Kanye drunk was when he took the microphone from Taylor Swift. So
I'm so surprised that Kanye agreed to be on a platform like Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Because it feels like he thinks this is all speculative. I don't know Kanye West. I'm just saying, yeah, right. I'm just thinking maybe like he thinks he's too good for a lot of shit. Like,
I think he thinks he can outsmart everybody. Like he's smarter than everybody, so he can like do these shows and like drink. And like drunk and high people love to talk. Like they'll talk and tell you shit that they're not supposed to tell you, and just like let shit go. And like, but I feel like speculative. That like he thinks he's smarter than everyone. So like he's got like a strategy, but I think his strategy is like a ball of yarn up here. Like
yeah.
And
did you guys see the Big Sean thing?
The Big Sean thing was bad.
What's that?
So they were doing the this or that, and they asked Big Sean versus so and so, whoever it was, and he was like, the worst thing I've ever done in my career was sign Big Sean.
Ooh.
And just drown Big Sean, all because of political reasons. He said that Big Sean and John Legend were like working for the Democratic Party while he was running for president, and he changed their lives, and that they should have rode with him.
Oh, that's why he
that's
why he said that was the worst signing.
Yeah, because he said that like John Legend
didn't have his back.
He didn't have his back during his political run, and that they like when asked about him, they were like, "Yo, Ye's on some other shit."
because they had their own opinions and like
that
voted
weren't
the way that they chose to express their vote.
And he had a problem with that. So now he's like big on like anti-black people, black Democrats. Like, so now if you're in his camp at one point and you didn't ride with him on his presidential run, fuck you. So
John Legend.
So he just shit on John Legend. He shit on Big Sean.
But like, does that opinion, like, I don't want to say does it matter, but like, does that have any consequence, like, to anybody? Like, yeah, it sucks, but like, okay, you know, they say like no press is bad press. So like Big Sean's name came up and we're talking about him. Like, does it actually have any type of negative effect on him whatsoever? I think it's
great for Big Sean. I think
and because he just dropped an album too. So
and he left
Sean on Twitter.
He left good music.
Yeah,
he left good. A lot of people left good music.
Yeah.
And so Big Sean just posted on Twitter. He was like, "I was just with Ye 2 days ago," which was after this interview, and he had nothing to say about any of this.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people,
it's all promo.
It's just promo shit talking. And so he did that, and then Just Blaze, he said that shit about Just Blaze.
That's a serious one. Yeah,
that I want to hear.
Yeah,
this one's crazy. So he said, because they asked Just Blaze versus so and so, and this matchup portion of the show is really the part to watch because that's where he started ripping everyone.
Yeah. Was that towards the end when he was like?
It's like it's like towards the like
he was 3 shots deep,
1 hour 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And so this is when he starts like rip because you got to take shots during this portion. He starts ripping shots. So he says it was Just Blaze versus someone I can't remember.
Justice League?
No, it was like Timberland or something. Yeah, it was Just Blaze versus Timberland. He said Timberland because Just Blaze is a copycat. And he's like, for real shit. And what album did Just Blaze and Kanye do? Was it the Blueprint?
Said the Black Album.
The Black Album. He said, I did the first half of Black Album and Just Blaze just copied what I did and he got all the singles.
Yeah.
And so he just copied what I did and not like basically like look at Just Blaze and look at me. Like look at where I'm at and look at where he's at. Like he's saying that Just Blaze copied him.
What?
Yeah. That's
Kanye
wild.
doesn't have Just Blaze drums. Like that's period.
They're completely different styles.
Yeah,
like,
that's
that
so
are
he
like
tried
notable.
to say that Just Blaze just like ripped off his style on his half of the Black Album.
Wow.
Like their signatures are so different in production. Like,
I mean, hip hop music. Different. I mean, if we're talking in the realm of just like genre defining stuff, like you make a sample, you put drums on it, like it can't be that different. Especially like Black Album era, like sampling was like big. Like there's gonna be similarities, but to act like they're the same producer, like it didn't. I wouldn't confuse them. So it's just kind of like a spicy thing to say, and I think there's just. But Just Blaze did respond. He said he posted something on Twitter. I mean on Instagram, basically like, you know, because he did that again. Like, look at where Just Blaze is and look at where I am and look at our success. Like a lot of like measuring. And he was like, I'm happy with like I'm happy with where I'm at and where my career is as my creative.
Who did which songs?
Okay,
Kanye did Lucifer, right?
Yeah.
So December 4th does kind of sound like I do hear the similarities with December 4th and Encore. I do hear the similarities. The pianos, the kind of the big room. I hear the similarities, but it's still two different styles though.
So Kanye did Encore. And
Just
who did What More Can I Say?
Yeah.
Who did What More Can I Say?
What More Can I Say was like the Buchanans, I believe.
Oh.
It's crazy to act like Kanye can really come at somebody for being a copycat when no idea exists.
But I mean, also like you want an album to sound cohesive as well.
Right. Like it's a body of work. So why wouldn't you make things in the same vein?
Yeah, you don't want them to be like one half and the second half, like Speaker Box and The Love Below. That works. But like on one album, like you don't want it to sound crazy.
I don't know. I just think it's crazy for someone like Kanye West to call someone a copycat because Kanye's whole career is based off of finding someone with a style and then magnifying it.
Yeah.
So like he even like kind of in the interview said something like Travis Scott is biting my shit, but like I love Travis Scott. And I'm like, you found Travis Scott and then made Yeezus. Like Travis was doing Travis, and then Kanye West found him.
Well, like Pop Smoke was doing Pop Smoke, and then he wants to sound like Pop Smoke,
and now he's doing Pablo. Like that's what Kanye does. No ID was doing No ID, and then College Dropout came out. Like this is an ongoing theme with Kanye West, where he finds someone doing a thing, and then magnifies it, puts them on his shit, and then acts like it's his. He also dissed Talib Kweli, dissed the shit out of Talib Kweli.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He said it was Talib versus Common, and he said Common every time, no doubt. And then Nori was like, oh, because that Chi-Town. He's like, no, it has nothing to do with Chi-Town. Common's just a better rapper. I've never liked the way Talib Kweli raps. And then proceeds to get into
why he doesn't like him,
why he doesn't like Talib as a person, and the things he didn't mention on his episode of Drink Champs.
So much tea.
Yeah, dude, he just went in on him, and it was also political because we all know how Talib is on Twitter and woke and all that shit.
Yeah.
And he
I'm sure they definitely don't agree on anything.
He's like, and then he started talking about how, like, he said something about, like, he started talking about, like, his style and, like, the way he's still wearing, like, his hat the way he's wearing. Like,
oh, God.
Just, like, to me, that's, like, the most petty shit. Like, a motherfucker just going on here and, like, oh, you wear your hat like this. Like, you've been wearing your hat.
Basically copying a Jay-Z line anyway, so.
Yeah.
Check out my hat, you'll peep the way I'm wearing it. So.
Yeah.
There's nothing truly original in
anything. There's nothing original under the sun.
Because literally it's all samples anyway. Well, not all, but like to simplify
it. Hip-hop music is based on, like, hip-hop as a genre is based off of utilizing previous music. Yeah. So like nothing, like, to sit here and act like, and that's why I kind of allude to this sometimes during our hip-hop conversations. It's like the and I don't want to shit on it because I don't produce, but like a hip-hop producer versus like a musician, like I'll use the ultimate, like Prince. Yeah. The light year is different. Like that's an instrumentalist and songwriter and melody creator versus a sampler and beat, like drum sequencer. Like it's different. There's a level of skill that's just far beyond.
Right.
It goes so far back. As soon as the Lindrum started becoming into conversation, that's when everybody was like, this isn't real music. This is fucking synthesizers and fucking programmed drums and all of that. And then that divided people. And it kept going on from, oh, you don't make your own drums. And now for DJs and in the dance music, it's, oh, this has a sample from Splice in it or X, Y, and Z. And it's like, dude, no one dancing in the crowd is going to be like,
they don't give a shit. Is it good or is it bad?
Dancing. That's a Splice sample. Like, is it fun? Are you dancing? Which is the whole fucking end goal of this whole thing. Right. So if Kanye wants to say that Blaze sounded like his shit or whatever, were people dancing? Yes. That's one of the biggest albums of all time, hands down. It
was a great album.
It was a great album.
Like, you both contributed to like a historical body of work.
Yeah.
I don't know. So all of his disses were all. And there's shit like I didn't even know, like, because I'm just not really plugged into that like gossip part of music like that. But the show kind of Instagram, like that kind of shit. But like the Drake and him beef, like, I guess Drake has been like, this is old news to everybody that's known about it. But like the sneak dissing from Drake, which turned into Kanye leaking his home address, like that's crazy.
Wait, what?
Kanye just put out his home address on Twitter.
Yeah, before is that what that is? This was like during the Donda Certified Lover Boy whole
like release date thing.
Oh yeah.
And Kanye just put his fucking address out there. Like that's nuts.
That's fucked up. That's personal.
But You can look up Drake's address right now, though.
And so that was Kanye's
I get that it was like it's super petty, like but Drake has put his address out there because it's like a very stapled mansion in Toronto. So
I'm sure he has plenty of security too.
Yeah.
He's the biggest artist on the planet, like. Of course.
That's why Drake responded by laughing in his on his IG story.
Like, but that's still like that's a weird.
No, that is weird though.
That's so far beyond just like bars.
But Drake did say, "I made a right, hit the lights."
Yeah, he gave like directions to Kanye's house from his house.
So here's my thing, which I wanna talk about. They asked Ye, have you watched Versus? He said yes. He said, you know where I'm going with this. Would you ever do a Versus? He said absolutely. And then they suggested Kanye versus Drake.
I thought you were going to say Kanye versus Kanye. Sorry.
Yeah,
Kanye suggested that,
and he later suggested that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said he wanted to do a Versus with himself from different eras.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And Kanye's response was, I absolutely believe I could beat Drake in a Versus. I don't think he's wrong. I want to open it up to you guys.
I would watch that Versus.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, yeah.
I'm watching it.
Definitely watching it.
That's the biggest event ever.
Okay, so we know the Versus.
Yeah.
We know the Versus
like
structure, right?
Right.
20 for 20.
So it depends on how they structure it pre-show.
It's gonna be
against
the same
each other, right?
If we just go off what we've seen, it really depends on their sets. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm not a stan of either of these guys. I'm really just like, I like Kanye's first 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the unreleased stuff around that time, and then give or take like a few handpicked songs since then. I'm going Kanye.
But when it comes to Versus though,
if it includes features, because Drake has features on so many, like sometimes I don't even know whether it's like a Lil Wayne song or like
right.
That's Drake how I feel about
or somebody else. Kanye doesn't do as many features.
Exactly, and Jadakiss was doing freestyles and shit. So
Kanye's so the person. I feel like most people who are Kanye fans, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is their favorite album, and that has the most features. And so like, to me, that's like
we're talking about the other way around.
Guest features.
The other way around.
Kanye
as a guest feature.
Your track.
Yeah.
Oh, so Drake is a guest on.
Yeah,
Drake's best work
more.
is him featuring. Yeah. Is him being featured on other.
That would have to be its own. That would have to be its own show. I would say hands down.
I mean,
if we're doing just features, Kanye versus Drake features, that would be its own 20 rounds.
That still counts. Easily. No, those tracks still count, right? Because like that's totally.
No, they don't.
They still counts. No, it still counts because not like the Locks did that.
Right, and that's why I was saying it depends on how it's structured, because Kids was getting off freestyles during the battle, and that was popping off more than any of the other recorded songs. So
I think it
depends on where you're at too.
I'm still going with Ye because I just like personally like more Ye songs. Oh hey,
who's that? Mr. Giggles?
That's Joan Jett. Mr. Giggles.
Amazing.
No, I think the lulls in that Versus would be the new stuff. That would be the stuff that people, don't want to hear really.
Right.
Minus, like Jesus is King would not reign off in the Verses.
No. But Certified Lover Boy would.
There's a song or two on there that'll definitely
too sexy.
There's bangers on Certified Lover Boy. There's really great songs on Donda.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like Hurricane. I love. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like you can't compare Hurricane and Way Too Sexy.
You can't.
Or basically any of the songs on.
Right.
I think eventually at the end of the Verses, it would be them announcing we're doing an album together.
Oh my God.
Like a Watch the Throne type of.
And a whole tour.
That'll never happen.
I don't think they'll ever do that. But
happen.
maybe they're playing the long game to make us think it'll never happen.
I think they were in it on the release, though. I really do.
I wouldn't doubt any of that.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
To save the music industry, they paired up with this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would like that album. I don't know if that's a good. That would be. I don't think it's a good match.
That album would be trash because Kanye's not at the point right now that we want Kanye to be with Drake. If that makes sense, right?
We want college dropout Kanye
with Drake.
That would be so sick, but like that's not.
I'm specific. All right. We need to get into this. We need to get into this. Because what I want to see is Take Care, Drake.
Okay.
That's what I would want. And then I would want Yeezus Kanye. I would want the fire in the ice.
That's fair.
I like that.
That's fair. I'll take that too. I would take that too. But you can't take Donda Kanye.
No, but you can't. No. You also can't take two people screaming on megaphones and the crowd just like, what the fuck is, everyone trying to one up each other.
Well, true, and that's why that album would never happen.
Never.
Such a weird vibe.
Yeah.
In Chicago, I saw the Drake and Future show, and they brought out Kanye, and Drake, Future, and Kanye were all on stage. And in that moment, I knew this will never, ever happen again.
Speak on that. Expound on that, please.
Well, the first night they got Chance the Rapper as a surprise guest, so you can imagine how excited I was to see Kanye instead. The tour was great. The Drake and Future tour. What a time to be alive.
Yep.
Future is a far crawl from how buzzing he was at that time. And Travis, we've talked about this before.
We have.
Future is chasing it, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
All right, I will say this. So last night Kanye said Future is the most important artist of the last 10 years.
Wait, what?
Right.
Say that again?
What?
Last night Kanye said Future is the most important artist of the last 10 years. And I would say, yeah.
No. Absolutely no. No.
I'm still rolling Drake.
I'm with Drake.
Drake is definitely over Future.
Yeah.
But Future is definitely up there as far as influence of the past decade.
That whole Atlanta definitely sound, not number one. That whole Atlanta sound and everything you hear on the radio right now can be attributed to Future.
True.
Like the state of music right now, I would say, for the last 3 years.
All the young rappers are just, they're doing Future.
Like he also said Soulja Boy is the most has influenced that sound, and I completely agree on that.
I agree with that.
I completely agree on that.
Yeah.
He was like one of the
way ahead of all this shit.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Roscoe Dash?
Nothing.
Love Roscoe Dash.
He came as fast as he left.
Kanye had a song with him, right? Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay, right?
Yeah.
That era was so classic. Like when that Dirty South shit started coming out, that was one of my favorite times.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
fun. So fun. And all the dances, like that shit was great. Like Wipe Me Down, Walk It Out, Step.
Still goes. All of that
still
it
goes.
Does. I love that it does. It makes me super happy that it does.
Is that just us? Is that just us being in the club? Is that why? Do 21-year-olds care about that shit?
They'll dance to
it. It rings off.
That's like Pop Lock and Drop It rings off still.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not being like
it has a shelf life, like it's coming to an end because the kids just get younger.
It's gonna come back
and it gets further away.
Yeah,
not yet, but almost.
It's gonna come back because Pop Lock and Drop It was just sampled with Erica Banks to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of these early 2000 songs are sampled again, like Blow the Whistle and Freak a Leak.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
It's only a matter of time.
At first, I wasn't sure I liked it, but I fucking like it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think
our job
that far removed that like you could sample it and be like, oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
It makes this job so easy because every song turns into a piss break now because you get 2 songs for the price of 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Run it. Every single song. I also think Cardi tweeted something or said something on Twitter a couple of weeks or last week. She said, "You guys need music like mine because all of this shit is depressing, emo, like all of hip hop right now is super slow, super emo, depressing. It's not for the clubs."
Listen, Cardi's album, she just put out an album of club bangers.
Cardi every song just is a banger. She like encompasses a banger. Like her personality. Like I love everything about her. I think she's fucking fantastic. Like
that's why I thought it was a shame that her and Nicki had their little spat.
It kind of like
because Nicki's chasing it.
Think about WAP and swapping out Meg for Nicki.
That'd have been cool,
right?
I think
I don't know. Mega's verse is slayed on that.
Meg is sick.
No, without a doubt. But if Nicki and Cardi didn't even have their thing, and think about the magnitude that WAP did, and then put that back in the day when Nicki and Cardi were doing their beef. Think about if they didn't even do their beef, and then think about the magnitude that WAP did.
Or just like another track with those two, like
or like the three of them would just
the three of them on
break the internet. Like I would love to see that.
That'd be
actually.
so
absolutely
shit.
Absolutely.
But that beef kind of ruined my.
Put Summer Walker on the hook. Come on, come on.
Drink on the hook.
Summer,
the anthem. That's the new. That's the new. The new. What's that song that we hated? the Lil Kim, Christina Aguilera. Lady Marmalade.
Yeah, that's what it would be. That's exactly what it would be.
But better.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
So so much better. Like Hot Girl Summer meets Lady Marmalade.
Yeah.
Plus some other
shit. The depression of Summer Walker. Come on, I'm here for it all day.
No, but she to what you're saying, Colin, no, she's 100% right. We do need music like that. Especially as DJs. Like it's hard to weed out like remember when like all my friends are dead is in the club. Like that's fucking what a drag. Like
yeah.
But it was going off, and it's like
we need more like skeet shit. Like, Lil Jon, we need you. Where are you?
Like, and it's, I mean, we're out here playing. Like, my whole club philosophy is you're playing for women. Like, you want women dancing, and that's the whole point,
that's
right?
101 right there.
That's nightclub DJing 101. You play for the women, like so. All these like hyper. I mean, because it's every like music is essentially mostly men. We need these women rappers making club music that like speaks directly to them and the things that they like because who the fuck are we entertaining?
100%.
I don't care.
We need the skeets.
Female skeets.
We need the women skeets.
It needs to be danceable, and that's at the end of the day. It needs to be fun. If you're making fucking club music, the top 20 when you look at the charts right now. Can't be all fucking drugged out bullshit slow music
and then Drake like we love Drake but it can't be just Drake
or secular music from Ye.
It's supposed to be fun, like it's supposed to be dancey. I think a lot of people forgot that, like
they
because
did.
Maybe they're gauging their like audience towards more streams and Spotify listens or whatever it might be, but a lot of it's not fun.
Right. Like here's what it is.
Even like the Jumpman era, that was fun.
Like, here's what it is. You just unlocked this, Kay. Here's what it is. They're targeting towards the streaming demographic, and everyone has had that depression from the last year, so they're making depression music because they know that people can relate to all of that
strongly. Yeah.
The fastest way to make money in music right now is to have a song go viral on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like most pop artists are hoping that they nail a song that will end up on TikTok.
Which is good for the dance routines and all that.
Right, but there's more trends on TikTok than just the dancing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think even for myself, you get caught up in just like, because I'm not on TikTok, I just assume make a danceable song, somebody will make a dance to it, but there's more trends than just doing the dance. And so like these depression things,
it works out better for them monetarily to have their shit go viral and streams and all this than if people are listening to it in a club, which really
they don't get plays
money.
off that. They don't get money off that.
it doesn't directly affect their bank account in any way.
Unless, which is why like the Tidal and SoundCloud thing is a thing. So now they can get paid for DJs playing their shit out, but like nobody uses that shit.
Like there's nothing on SoundCloud I want to play in the club. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like
I need DJ edits. I need those 8-bar intros.
I need songs that people know. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's tough. I don't know. I think we're gonna see a lot of shit being thrown at the wall as far as people trying to make it work. I think Nicki definitely needed that.
Isn't Kendrick in that mode right now?
Kendrick is the wild card.
Is he trying to figure out what's going to work?
Was it the
I
Baby
love
Keem?
Kendrick.
Did Baby Keem work?
People were saying Baby Keem is the new Mo Bamba, but I don't see that. But okay.
I think Baby Keem will stick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
For a little bit. I don't know if he's gonna be like.
Well, okay. So is Baby Keem taking Kendrick's place in TDE?
No way.
No.
Kendrick is literally top dog there.
Kendrick's leaving TDE.
Is he leaving?
I would assume
I didn't know this.
I would assume that Schoolboy just rises up even higher.
I haven't heard from him in so long.
What about Ab-Soul?
Oh yeah.
No, Ab-Soul.
What about Black Hippie? God damn.
Ab-Soul. Shout out to Black Hippie. They're not a thing anymore.
I know, man. I'm so disappointed.
I think Kendrick, once he drops, like, because that song was dope. But once Kendrick drops the album, there's gonna be something that's played in the club because Kendrick has yet to make an album that doesn't play in the club.
Oh, without a doubt.
There's always time in between, and that's good because he's working with quality.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get a club hit out of them, and he's gonna be fine. And then once his contract's up, I could totally see him either becoming indie or just re-signing.
Are we ever going to get this Three Kings album?
No.
Who's Three Kings? Cole,
Kendrick, Drake, Cole.
Drake?
Yeah, Kendrick, Drake, Cole.
Drake.
That's never gonna happen.
That's such a weird. Hell no, I don't want that. I would rather.
Oh, it's been talked about.
I'd rather a Two Kings album, Cole and Kendrick.
Too.
I don't want Drake on there.
You need Drake on there.
What do we need? 10 tracks of Drake, Cole, and hell no.
You need Drake on there.
You know what? You brought up a good point though about like the pause in between albums and like going for quality. I think so much of it is quantity right now. Like,
right.
You know, like even just listening to like the Rap Caviar playlist or whatever on Spotify, just to see like what's new. It changes so quickly.
Weekly.
Like there's just so much shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, like pause. Like let it
like take some time.
Like yeah, like, and I get that there's tons of music to listen to and tons of good artists and all this shit, but like damn. Like
I remember listening to Ludacris back in the day, like back in his heyday. In one of his bars, he like pointed out that he puts out an album once a year. He was putting out an album once a year, and that felt like, damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like
that's a lot.
And even to today's
No Limit.
Yeah, like
No Limit Studio.
Man, they were putting out records every 6 months. But but that's because it was a record label with many artists. But damn, they were putting out a lot of albums. But even by today's standards, an album once a year is a lot. But I mean, now you're getting artists putting out singles.
Yeah, now you're getting hit over the
head. Because we live in a time where like it's so easy to produce a song, even at a low budget level, produce a song, put it out. Produce a song, put it out. Produce a song, put it out.
And people aren't like demanding albums.
We don't care about it because
I don't think anybody necessarily cares.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Back in the day, like even in the last era of like purchasing physical media was like, yeah, the single's dope. Is it dope enough to make me want to go buy the album?
Rarely.
And that's like not that unit of like measurement of like how good a song is like, well, Ludacris's album last year was dope. I'll take a chance on this one or whatever. We don't have to worry about that. It's like, that song's dope. I'm going to play it on Spotify.
So and people's attention spans. People's attention spans are so short now. Like, I honestly don't think most of like the younger kids could get through an album.
No.
Or would have the desire to even try.
So
like, they just want the bangers.
Right. So where does the threshold with artists lie? Because people were ready for a Kanye album. People were ready for a Drake album. People were ready for the Summer Walker album. right? But then that's only what people are ready for the Silk Sonic album. So I'm only named only 4 artists. Like where do you have to be in your artist realm to demand albums instead of just singles now?
I think established, like most of those have been around for years and years and years. It's like the newer artists, like the TikTok artists, like they want hit after hit. Like, I don't know what the line is for that, but
I miss that mysterious element of the album coming out, and you don't know what the fuck you're about to listen to of the whole album. Instead of like now on Spotify, you're like, damn, I can just bop right through all this. Like when you had the physical, you had to be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this maybe for 30-45 seconds, and then I'll change the track on the CD or whatever. There was like that allure where when the album came out, it wasn't 6 singles that were already out on an album of 12 songs.
Right.
It was like, here, you get a single, and then we're going to kind of determine after this release what's hitting, and that'll be the next single, you know, or something like that.
For all the, like, those artists you mentioned, Trav, like, I wonder what, like, a 21 to 25-year-old's opinion is on those artists. Like, do they truly care about Bruno Mars?
Well, like, it's not for young people, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all these artists are kind of like people that were popping while we were young. Well,
Summer was one of my artists.
Summer was, and that's like a new one, but that's like in a lane of like Janae. Like,
okay, right, yeah. So that was my question.
Singer songwriter, because that's not like
artist you have to be.
Yeah, you're right. Like, what is your demographic to be like to grab attention that's longer than 30 seconds?
Right.
I don't know. I guess it's you have to be in a more serious tone, I guess.
Yeah.
Musically, sonically, maybe. Because like, if it's fun, like, it just needs to be fun for 15 seconds and then we're good. Because I feel like most of those, like those Rap Caviar songs, really short from a lot of artists I've never heard of.
Yes.
And then next week it's a whole new list of 2-minute long songs.
Yeah.
And 2-verse hook, and is it good enough? Boom, we'll play it in the club, and then we'll be done with it in 4 months.
Yeah. Speaking of caviar,
no one's making that list though. I want to include this before we hop out real quick. No one is making music with the goal of it being played in a decade from now.
Right.
Just for like immediate consumption and
yeah.
Right.
It's like
it's a product.
Oh, you're on fire. Here's a glass of water. Okay, cool. There you go. Like, keep it moving. You know, like Kendrick may be the last artist that's doing that.
Cole,
because I would say
there's a lot. There's a lot, but it's very few.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that Bruno and that Silk Sonic project will probably. I think the goal of that is longevity, because
they made that on accident, though. God.
They also appeal to like an older audience.
That's the thing. It's corporate ass music that will be played just like Calvin Harris for any situation
like
where you're
fucking Starbucks music, man.
Yeah, 2 p.m. You can open up your set with that. But there's a need for that, and it's good at what 100%. It does. It fills that little gap right there where you're like, I'm gonna make a lot of fucking money off of this music. It's done sonically well, and also I can guarantee that it's gonna be in the next Sony commercial.
Yeah,
like that's that big gap between that and Rap Caviar, where it's like,
hey, that's man, a huge gap.
We're only looking at Spotify right here, and if we can just get the numbers on Spotify, we'll be so good.
Where they're thinking world domination.
Yeah.
Speaking of caviar.
Nick,
is this me?
Yeah, this is you.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Caviar himself.
Speaking of caviar, I like to tone it down a bit and talk about corporate food. Okay, you are being presented with the opportunity to be endorsed by any fast food establishment of your choosing.
Fast food.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the K-Styles meal and where is it?
Ooh, Pizza Hut.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
What is the
Pizza
meal?
Hut. I don't know, those little personal pan jams. Like,
Yo,
let's go.
Go to Target or you go to the restaurant.
No, we got to go to the restaurant because we need those like red plastic cups. We need the red plastic cups. We got to sit in the booth, look at the creepy salad bar.
Hospital ice.
You get the Land Before Time toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those crispy edges on the personal pan pizza. That's
come
is it a specific type of personal pizza? Or is it just a pepperoni, John?
A personal pan pizza, no pepperoni, just cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
What are we drinking? Because it has to be the whole meal. Coke. We're drinking a Coke.
Coke with ice, yeah.
It's Pepsi.
They're Pepsi. Maybe.
Oh, they're Pepsi. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, minus points for that, but like.
But we're going with a pep.
But like the Pizza Hut experience.
Cold pep, no pep, personal pizza.
Breadsticks.
Or brought your own Coke in.
Yeah, sneaking it in.
Hey, that's a new one. That is a new one.
I don't sneak in liquor. I sneak in Coke.
That's off the contract, but you could do that.
No, that's great. As part of the meal, the waiter or waitress has to walk in from outside and show you like a secret little bottle. Hey, got this just for you.
Like a little
they give you an empty cup. Like you order it and you get an empty cup of ice, and you're like, "Yo, what?" And then somebody comes from the outside with like a long sleeve.
Don't tell.
They're like, "Don't." They pour it out of their wrist.
Yeah. That's the jam. Sneak it in like those little things that everybody sneaks in liquor to festivals, like hairband, like the fake like tampon thing, and like the wristband, and like the body strap thing.
Don't worry about it. That's just a little Pepsi air quote.
Anyone working during this campaign is like, dude, this job fucking sucks. I gotta act like a fucking actor every meal. That anytime somebody orders this,
the only reason people are still coming to the last Pizza Hut on Earth is because of the K Styles meal, and I got to do all this.
There's not even a Pizza Hut near me, which is super sad.
Oh wow!
The last one closed. Well, I mean, the last like sit down restaurant out here closed, I think, like 5 years ago.
I think there's one like way out in Queens somewhere, but like it's far.
Damn.
I don't think
I feel like New York just hates chain pizza.
Yeah,
like that.
They probably do.
People don't feel that hatred as much towards Pizza Hut as they do towards like Domino's. Pizza Hut was always an experience, and everybody kind of has that nostalgia. You know, it's like fast food pizza is totally different from New York pizza. It's like not even the same thing at all.
Right.
But like Domino's, fuck Domino's. Like
fuck
Domino's.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 3 New York pizzas. Go.
Oh yes.
Joe's Pizza, number
Spider-Man,
1.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yes.
The pizza spot on my block, they used to be called King's Pizza. They're fucking amazing. Just like a little mom and pop store.
Oh, that's what's up.
So good. I'm so lucky.
Any place that has a formerly name, you
know,
yeah.
And she didn't even drop the new name.
Yeah. I don't think people know where I live.
True.
Right.
True.
No. You're right about that one.
On some Drake shit.
You don't want to be Draked.
Exactly. I don't want to be Drake. And then Stars Pizza downtown is real good.
Okay.
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
That one time I went to New York for 4 hours.
And you had Sbarro.
No, I really didn't have Sbarro. I promise. I wish I did, honestly, because the place I went to was whack.
There's a lot of whack pizza, but even I don't know, that dollar pizza has saved a life or two.
I wish I got the dollar pizza like off the guy on the street, because like we went to the A-Life store and it was closed. This is during the Panini. It was closed. And then
you say during the Panini?
Yeah, during the Panda Express.
Pandemic Express.
That's amazing. Oh, Panda Express is really good though too.
And so we went to this it was like on the same block, and we went there, and I was like, dog, give us the fucking Chef Tony's, man. We got the Tombstone. This is not what we wanted.
You know what I respect though in New York? You know, there's like Ray's Pizza all over the place. There's not Ray's Pizza.
That's what it's called?
Not Ray's Pizza.
Power move. I love it.
It's petty, and I love it.
Petty as fuck.
So
it's like some Larry David shit.
Right.
That's awesome. shit. Speaking of New York pizza, and I want to kind of hop into some food over here.
I'm so hungry.
What's your go-to? Like, you have a guest in town, you have homies in town. You're like, hey, we need to go get blank for the New York. You know, you're doing like a whole New York experience. Say you're doing a night out. I'm talking like a restaurant beforehand. Then you take them to the club, and then you take them to the late night. What's your 1, 2, 3?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, if it's not a restaurant, if it's just food, I take them to Joe's Pizza. Like the one on Bleecker, that's the one, like the original one. It's so good.
Shout out Dr. Strange.
Yeah.
It's like
it's hot as balls in there too, by the way. Can I just
yeah, it's like literally this big. It's like
it's like a bajillion degrees in there, and I'm always like sweating like a
yes. Yeah, like no matter what, it's hot and sweaty and like pizza humid. Like
but it's gross.
It's a different kind of humid.
It's delicious.
It's wonderful. You're just like bathed in the essence of pizza, but it's always fresh. It's always so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
This is now a Joe's Pizza podcast,
right? I mean,
so
hey.
Cut the check, Joe's. Club. What's your favorite club in New York? Or bar or other? I guess it's not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Tao.
I don't honestly like clubs like that much. Like I feel like when your job is to be out playing to people, I think it's just that I don't like people that much. Honestly, like that, and the people that go to clubs, like, is not really my jam. Like, I don't want to be like bumped around by like 19-year-old influencers. Like
island boys, 19-year-old island boys.
Yeah. Like that's
I feel
that's just super not fun for me. Like
what's your favorite spot to DJ? How about that?
Ooh. Okay, well, the gay club that I was talking about, the Ritz on Thursdays, is amazing. Like, it's the most fun party I do.
And what do you play?
Like, it's hip hop night.
Okay, right.
And honestly, I get to play more dance hall there than anywhere I've ever gotten to play. It's dope. They keep me on my toes for new shit too. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's a solid party. There's none of that like sitting around on your phone, like trying to be seen. You're like too cool to dance. Like, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's dancey. They give me control of the smoke machine.
Oh,
sick.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the LGBTQIE plus community for always being ahead of the curve musically.
Always.
Any genre.
Yeah.
Like,
it's true.
Every single genre of music, if you're a DJ and you play for that community, you will, if you're good, you'll get love. Like, and you'll be able to like, do your thing because they're appreciative.
It's just like such good vibes in there. Like, even on a slow night or a weird night, you know, it's just like you get those weird crowds where you're like, I don't fucking know what's going on right now. It's always good at the end of the night. Like, I always walk out of there smiling. Like, I never have issues. Like, I get lots of compliments too, which like
helps.
That helps. But like, it's just mad love. Like, it's super accepting. Like, they're like kind of open to go on this like musical journey more than like the spoiled like 21-year-old frat boys at a party. They're like, you need to play this, and I'm like, I don't need to do anything. But like, you know, people are just more polite. I don't know. It's just a better vibe overall. It's just more fun for me.
I feel
like
that.
That's my favorite party to play. But I also love, like, I do a 90s 2000s party like on Fridays. And like the music that we play is so much fun. You know,
how's that spot?
It's great. I play with like well, every other week they do like an 80s cover band or a 90s cover band, and they're both like phenomenal. So it's just so much fun. Like, they just slay it. But the crowd's a little young for like the 90s 2000s night, and pretty immature. Like,
you gotta play the
like
hits,
a sea of Bud Light, you know, like you just look out, it's like white boy wasted everywhere, and like they don't have a lot of manners yet. They're still like, they're still babies. Like,
do you think resurgence of Studio 54 or something like that would work now? I think disco is so fucking big right now that people need that.
Yeah, something. I went to a couple parties like just pre-pandemic that I think it was at One Oak, but it was going for that vibe. It wasn't like a typical night there, with like models and bottles and all that bullshit. It was like super eclectic music, like lots of like drag queens and goths and like club kids and just like everybody. Like it was
House of Yes type.
Yeah, it had that vibe where it was just cool. But obviously that was like right before the panini, so like it didn't like really pan out. But I think New York needs that. Like I think it's coming back between House of Yes, this new club, the Q, that opened up I think where Pasha was. It's like, I haven't been there yet, but it's Frankie Sharp opened it, and it's like just LGBTQIA everything. It's like 3 or 4 floors, like all these rooms. It's just like insane. Like stuff like that. But I think it's like this more eclectic vibe that is pretty dope.
I feel like as a society, we're very bored with the going out experience, and we need something next. There needs to be a something else.
I agree. Like I feel like even how the meatpacking area is supposed to, like all where the hot clubs are, like Avenue and Oak and Tao and all that shit. Like it's not dying out because there's always people that go there, but that's not it right now. I think I heard a rumor even Avenue's like moving out to Brooklyn and like in Bushwick. Like so that's a whole other vibe, like so yeah, we need something else, something different.
I think more DJs need to throw parties.
Oh yeah,
I think that's amazing. Yeah, but that's so hard to do.
It's hard. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. But I feel like, these hyper specific like parties, Club Rhonda, House of Yes, even like Everyday People, like those are the things that like, to me, like even if you make a party that's like dedicated to a certain era, like if there was like a club kid party, like shout out to Body Workout here,
like a Motown Monday.
Motown on Mondays, like these hyper specific like things, like themed parties are what. Do I think you can make a club out of something like that? No, I think the venue just needs to be open to being, I don't know, malleable. But I think the DJs need to program these events.
Yeah, I think it was at House of Yes. I think it was maybe last night, actually. I saw the post. Rock One and Dirty Finger were doing like an all 90s night there.
Like that's dope.
Like straight up 90s.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But like
I would love to be there.
The other thing that comes with that though is like the average party goer, like just the Tom, Dick, and Harry, and like they walk in and they don't get it. They're like, well, where's Bad Bunny? Like,
no, that's true. I was thinking that as I was saying, like we need something new, but I'm like, there's still people that like, hey, can you play?
Yeah.
Can you play this? Can you play this? Can you play this? Like,
it happens a lot. And so like for us, like people who enjoy music, we like not casually go into one of these parties. We're like, this is fucking tight. But then your regular friend who just turns on the hits, is gonna walk in and be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, we want Future and Drake and Kanye and Bad Bunny.
So there's a place for both.
Well, honestly, I feel like more money is made with the mainstream shit, so that's where people want to invest, and that's why those like the same places just keep like, recycling themselves, because a lot of people don't want to do it for the love. Like it takes a lot. It's like literal blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Like it's easy to just do it for the money.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work and it doesn't pay the bills.
I do want to ask. I do want to ask about that. How bad are the rates in New York right now?
Pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I mean, I feel like super lucky and grateful that I've been around for a while. So like it doesn't affect me as much as like younger DJs, which is like such a blessing. And like I have my established residencies that I've been at for years, most of them, So for me, it's not terrible, but I'm sure it's still not as good as like West Coast shit. But like a lot of it's pretty bad. Like I know what some places pay people, and it's like it's shameful. It also sucks that people will do it. But I get, like, if your calendar isn't full, it's like, okay, do I take the 150 or 200, or do I not work? You know, like, it's a hard choice, you know, especially when money's tight. Like, I'm not shitting on anybody for doing that. It just
that's like a 9 to 4 a.m. 150, right? Or like a 10.
Yeah, like 10 to 4 probably.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those are for like younger DJs that like really are inexperienced. But like, I would say even like 250 from like 10 to 4 or 11 to 4 is still like
a long time.
That's a long night. 6 hours, like a 6-hour set is fairly typical in New York. And like, well, I would say like between 4 hours if you're lucky. Like for me, like 3 hours is like ideal, but like I'll do 4 or 5, 6. It depends on the venue, but like that's a fucking marathon. Like 6-hour set it's grueling. Like, that's plus, a lot.
You're in New York. Just getting from point A to point B is a fucking nightmare too. Like,
dealing with the MTA. Oh my god, dealing with the MTA and transit is just its own nightmare. Before you walk into the club, nightmare, and the request, nightmare.
Like, man, the time when people were bringing their own crates and bringing their own turntables and like,
oh my god,
riding the subway, like, yo.
I started on vinyl and it was a nightmare. That was its own nightmare. Like,
imagine going through the train with like a rock and roller, which is 2 turntables, a mixer, a couple crates.
Yo,
my friends used to do that with speakers, carrying speakers up, like, you know, like building stairways and all this shit. Like, and that's before they were lightweight. Like, everything was so heavy.
On a shopping cart.
Man,
that's where you really find the people that are in it for the love, and you're like, yo, I'm literally breaking my back to play music for you garlics.
Because I'd quit. I would just quit. DJ ain't for me.
Right?
Have you done Twitch at all? Did you fuck with that during the Panini?
I did a little bit. I started doing live feeds on like Instagram Live. And like, shout out to their copyright algorithms.
As all of us, we were like, whoop,
It was just so fucking.
That was like the easiest way to transition, right?
But it's like, so nobody's making money off it. Like, can I live? Like,
I'm just having fun.
Like, God, they hate fun at Instagram. They hate fun. They probably kick puppies too. Like, I don't know what the fuck is their problem. Like, it was just such an ordeal. I got put in Instagram jail for a little bit. Like, I couldn't post anything. So I did the Twitch thing a few times, but it was just, I needed to invest in like a GoPro first of all. So like the camera situation was not ideal, but it was so hard to get people to another platform. Like, especially because you have to create an account to watch. And I honestly just didn't have it in me to build a whole new following on another platform. It was just, I'm like, Instagram, like, you know, all the fucking like TikTok, Snapchat, like Facebook, whatever, all these fucking things. I was like,
I feel that.
No,
I just couldn't do it. Like, it was just too much for me, but I definitely see the benefits. And like, there are a bunch of DJs I know that actually stuck with it, became like affiliates and actually made money. And I think that's amazing. Like, shout out to them, because it gets a little thankless. Like, at the end of the day, you're still DJing alone in your bedroom. You know, like, you look around, you're like, cool.
The worst feeling is when you're into it, like talking to everybody, and then like you have that moment of like, oh damn, I'm alone.
Kitty.
I'm out of my mind, right?
It's me and my cat right now.
Like, it's such a strange vibe, but like, shout out to the people that did it. Like, I think it's awesome.
It's crazy. I mean, I kind of want to get back into it. I know Neek's been kind of peppering back into it a little bit. I feel like if you made it, you made it. And if you didn't, you know, that's...
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I saw people who were just like putting all this time in, and like, I looked at like what it took, and it's like has to be this many hours with this many different people in the room and this, and it's just like, I don't know, like it takes a lot to keep doing it when there's like 4 people in the chat, 7 people, like, and like I respected each and every one of those people, or 10, but like it takes a lot to keep going and push through that, honestly.
Yeah.
And log those hours. So
yeah.
Well, we do want to wrap it up with you. We're not going to keep you all night because I know you are 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next for you? What do you got coming up?
Okay. Well, like you said, I have a full schedule coming up. It's a little bit insane, but good insane. And I've gotten to a place where I can kind of pick what I want to do, which is amazing. So like all my parties are different and all my nights are different, so it just keeps it interesting. Like I get my rock fix at some spots, like my 90s fix over here, my 80s fix over here, and like hip hop and dance hall over here. So like kind of love it. That's it really just, it keeps me from like, especially with weekly parties, like you're at the same place every week for years, and like you have to like, you get stuck in a box sometimes. It just happens. But so I have the busy schedule. And I think also what kept me from Twitch was I wound up starting a clothing line and just like threw myself into that during the Panini. And it actually kind of like, it's going like slow and steady. And I've actually loved doing that. Just like sewing like an old lady on my couch with my cat.
What's the link to that? Where can people find that?
Yeah, put us on.
Oh yeah, xoxokstyles.com. And the same Instagram handle, xoxokstyles. So all this like rock and roll, kind of like upcycled, reconstructed, like cool stuff.
That's right.
Cool. It's really cool. You're cool if you wear it. You should totally go
there. This awesome Hendrix jacket.
Rad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Thanks.
Travis.
Fringe.
Travis.
Yes.
That has me written all
Travis over. Is a man of the fringe.
I am.
Are you?
Look at the hair. Look at the hair.
Fringeman.
I have a Nirvana jacket that would fit
a real fringeman.
A real fringeman.
I love it.
A fringeman.
I love it.
This is great.
Hey Kay, before we let you go, I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Oh God, that's fire.
Yeah, that's all like safety pins around it and like
shit.
Travis.
Fire too.
Yeah, hit me up after.
So we are making our DJ biopic cinematic universe. In our DJ biopic cinematic universe, who is playing K Styles? It could be anybody, any actor, dead or alive. Anybody that's a animated character, anybody that's a historical character, musician,
public figure.
Do they have to be good at acting?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Just clarifying. Anybody to play me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I don't know. I kind of want to like, I want like a mixture of like Britney and Courtney Love.
We can make that happen.
That's good.
Like something like that. Cause like, I do love Britney. But like, I also feel that like grungy Courtney Love vibe. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not the girliest girl ever. Like, I don't think I've worn a dress in years, and I'm totally fine with that. Like,
love that.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So my last question is, we have our 5 on 5 playlist on Spotify. What song do we need to add on to it?
Oh shit! What's already on there?
What's already on there?
There's a lot. It's
every one of our guests add a song to this playlist.
Like any song?
Any song.
Huh. That's just one.
Just one. I mean, what are you listening to right now? We could take something from your
favorite song.
Let me look at my Spotify. I'm like, when you got asked the question, you're like, your brain is
yeah. If somebody asked me this question, I wouldn't have an answer immediately either.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, my tastes have been all over the place lately. Like, dude, there's like a No Doubt Nirvana mix. There's like Rihanna and Britney, and there's like Machine Gun Kelly and all this emo shit.
Here, I sent you the playlist on your K Styles IG.
Okay.
It's tough to ask a DJ just one song.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, where is it? Hello? Did you?
Check the request.
I'm looking.
Yeah, on this one. That's what I sent. I sent it on this one.
Oh, the XOXO. Okay.
My fault.
I was like, are you the one that says what's your ring size, or is your name Google because you have everything I've been searching for?
Oh wow. Yeah, that was me.
He's like, yeah, but not that message. That one was between us.
Check your request again.
Okay, onto the brand Instagram. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go.
It was the one after that. Jeez.
All right, guys.
Scroll up.
Slow reader.
That was 6 months ago. God.
Yeah. Like, oh, you finally read that one?
It was 114 weeks ago, my bad. Also, stop liking all my pictures, okay?
I know, right? My bad.
It's not my fault I'm so popular. Oh, this is a great list. Okay, wow, this is super eclectic.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It is.
It really is. I feel like I want to add something like more left field now because.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, just one.
Back that ass up.
Y'all ever heard of that?
Wobble.
I don't hate back that ass up. I think I'm gonna add something like Rocky. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how much rock you guys have on there. Let's do. Okay, well, I'll keep it like easy since you showed the purple haze like denim jacket. Let's do purple haze.
Oh hell yeah!
Fire.
Hell yeah!
That's a great pick.
Dope.
It's like classic. I won't take you guys like too punk rock. Let's just get some.
I was really hoping for a Rancid pick.
I was gonna say Olympia Washington off that album. Like that was like my go-to.
Oh, I'll add that on there too then.
Yeah, I did too.
Yes.
Yeah, two for. Yeah. I was gonna say I feel like there's been a couple of our guests.
I
feel like there's like a couple. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Because we have a couple songs that were just mentioned from the just the matchups. So I was like, I wonder if there is already any like Misfits or Cramps, but
yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at Olympia being on. That's sick.
Yeah,
that's like my favorite song off that album. So
have you been to Olympia?
I have not.
We've been through it. Colin and I have been through it.
Yeah.
You're not
missing right home about, huh?
You're not missing much.
You're not missing anything.
It's very Washington-y.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
Very green out there.
Yeah. Let everyone know where they can find you on socials, or anything else. Any nights that you want people to show up to? Any of that?
I want people to show up to all my nights. So you can find me. My socials are all at iHeartDJK Styles.
Hell yeah.
And then the brand ones, the clothing brand is XOXOK Styles. And like they're all linked together. But I always post my calendar. It's on my website, djkstyles.com.
Hey.
Boom.
Hey,
Boom.
Super complicated. Yeah, I always keep my calendar up to date because it really bothers me when people don't. Yeah. No, I hate it when you go to someone's site and it's like from April 2014.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not helpful. Like, so yeah, I have my weekly residencies like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Right.
Monday, Tuesday,
Right.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, twice on Tuesday. Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, but I have a lot of fun gigs, so hit me up, come out.
Yeah.
You know?
If you're in New York, you should absolutely go see K Styles DJ.
Absolutely.
Take your pick. You got multiple genres, multiple choices of nights you can pull up to. I would suggest, just off what I heard, going to the LGBTQ night.
Yeah, that's where
you're going to be able to dance and enjoy yourself.
Out there.
It's super fun.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck is up.
And I got the smoke machine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got control of the smoke machine.
Selling points.
Selling point. Well, for me anyway. It's a terrible idea for them, but like...
hey, what if we left the spot and we're like, God, it just wasn't smoky enough in there, man.
Enough in there.
Were you sure that she was really controlling it?
It's one extreme or the other.
Writing a letter.
Yeah, just
with my quill.
I love it.
Music was great.
He posted a picture of the written quill comment.
My
eagle will be delivering the complaint. Yeah, of course. Of course. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know we did a reschedule, and I know you were nervous, and hopefully it wasn't nearly as bad as you thought. And none of us knew any of the Sylvers songs. So.
Yeah. No, this was awesome. Thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. We will see y'all next week, unless anyone has any announcements. Travis, go! Congratulations, Atlanta Braves. Is that what you?
Congrats, Atlanta Braves. For winning the World Series, first World Series since 95.
Yeah.
They beat the Houston Astros, so nobody can really talk about the Astros cheating anymore because the Braves won. We got NFL, a lot of things are going on. Odell Beckham just got released. Go ahead.
Shout out to the Jets for winning a game on Sunday.
Shout out to Mike White. Shout out to Mike White for
that was
coming
like my
in
birthday voodoo. Yeah, I did.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated.
Thank you. It was on Halloween.
So wait, are you Jets or Giants?
Jets.
Okay.
It's a very sad life, but Jets.
Nets or Knicks?
Well, that's tough because I live so close to where the Nets play, but like I did get to DJ for the Knicks, so like depends on who's paying.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, Mets or Yankees?
Mets or Yankees?
I used to be a huge Yankees fan, but honestly now I don't super care either way.
Curveball. Islanders or Rangers?
Rangers.
Sick.
Let's go.
That was a good one.
Let's go.
Yo, that was a quick lightning round right there.
Rats or cockroaches?
I can handle cockroaches. Rats. Well, actually, my cat handles the mice. She like decapitates them.
Oh my god!
Their little heads.
I
always think I want to live in New York, and then I remember that.
Yeah,
that part.
That wasn't on your 4-hour tour.
No, I did not get to see any rodents on my 4-hour pit stop.
Next time.
Next time.
That and the whole not picking up the trash for 2 weeks and all of that, like
super fun here.
Come to New York and go see K Styles.
It's a glamorous life.
Hell yeah.
No, thank you for joining us. We had a blast. When we talk over 2 hours, that it was a great podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this was amazing. This was super fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We will be back next week with a brand new surprise guest. You never know what's in our bag of tricks and treats. Neek, do you have anything?
I love you all. Good night.
Peace.
Bye.